Hey, what's up everyone? PersNikity here. Welcome back to Alien Isolation on Nightmare difficulty, and we are moving on to Mission 3. Our objective is to find an elevator to Seegson Communications. Now, this is one of those chapters where that objective is going to hold the entire time. So, we are actually not going to get to Seegson Communications until Chapter 4. So, our whole time spent here is trying to get there. You can see that this chapter is relatively short compared to the previous level. So, the previous level, Mission 2, that was one of the longer ones. This one is also a bit shorter because there's no cutscenes. Now, all in all, this chapter I would say is pretty simple. Assuming that you follow some of the tricks that I am going to present you with, I think they'll seem, or they will work rather well. But anyway, so all I'm doing here is I'm just creeping through the vent to make sure there's no items. This is the door you're going to want to go through. You can get here without creeping through those vents. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go in, and then as soon as you see this person at the end, you're going to take a few steps back and duck. And you're going to kind of retreat back into this staircase here, and that's because, as you can see, the person shoots at you. And so if you go down to a lower level and crouch, those bullets will just go right over your head, and you'll be able to walk away without any damage. Now, immediately after getting shot at, sprint to the elevator and pick this up. Do not waste any time, and I'm going to show you why. Because these enemies are on a direct, simulated path, and we need to dodge them. So what you're going to do, immediately run up these stairs, and then crouch, and you're going to hide in the very corner of this yellow box right here. So there's this yellow crate. Just tuck yourself into this back corner, and now wait here. Do not move a muscle, and you're going to see that every single person is just going to walk right past you. And this is pretty amazing. They have to be blind not to see you, but check this out. One guy, two, three, boom. All three people, fully armed, just walked right past us. And now, as soon as they leave, we're going to go this way. Now, you'll see that guy in the upper right. He will retreat into that room. So then as soon as he is out of your sight, just run over here to the left and open this door. Boom. You just got through that entire room with 4 fully armed enemies without taking a lick of damage. And on Nightmare difficulty, that is obviously something that you're going to always want to try to do because damage is not good. Now, you hear them talking, don't worry. You do not have to worry about these people at all for the rest of the level. And that is because when we return to that room, there is going to be a little surprise waiting for them. And I will let you explore, or I will let you see that once it happens. Now, you can actually crawl into this vent here, and there's a little secret cupboard of items that you can pick up. So definitely recommend doing that. Remember, on Nightmare difficulty, there is no HUD, there's no map, there's no health indicator. There are very few items to scavenge, so you want to make sure you get every one you can. Now you're going to come to this room here, and you're going to pick up the revolver. This is the first real weapon we get in the game. The maintenance jack can be used to hit people, but it is the revolver you're going to want to pick up, and then the key card that is directly under it. Now, as for the revolver, don't get me wrong, it's always nice to have a form of defense, but in a lot of cases, you're not going to end up using the revolver, and that is because any loud weapons such as a gun will draw the alien out. So far we haven't actually seen the alien, which is odd considering the game is called Alien Isolation, but don't you worry, there is going to be a nice surprise for you all that are interested in seeing the alien in this video. But before we can do that, we got to handle some other business. So you're going to come into this circular room here, and there is the flight recorder. Nothing really happens here. It's just that this is what Ripley is looking for because she's hoping it has some data about her mom, but for some reason there's no data. It's not working properly. So unfortunately, yeah, sucks to suck. But anyway, what I was saying about the revolver is it's really not a weapon you're going to use a lot because after this level, the alien is pretty much always going to be tracking you. And if you use loud weapons, it will lure the alien out, and then you're going to have to either die or hide until it goes away. So the revolver is nice. It's always nice to have a form of backup, but it's not going to be the weapon you rely on. Instead, we're going to mostly be relying on stealth and on silent weapons such as the maintenance jack or the flamethrower. Yeah, but as for combat, there's really, even in Chapter 4 and even in Chapter 5, I mean, you can stealth your way through a lot of this game. There's not very many cases where you have to kill the person. Now, This is a tool that we just unlocked. It is like the signal decoder, and it opens locks, and you can see there, if you want, you can rewind the footage, but basically you have to match the symbols to what is on the display, and you have to do so in a very limited amount of time. So just make sure, you know, go ahead and watch the video or anything like that. I'll use it a couple more times in this video so you can really see. Now before leaving, you're going to come into this little control room here. You can search this dead body for an item, and then there's actually a flashbang blueprint on the wall. So of course you're going to want to make sure to pick that up. Again, here's the security tuner. With the right joystick, you have to find the signal. Once you find the signal, you hold the right joystick there, and then with the left joystick, you pick out the proper symbols to match the display. If you do that all correctly and within the allotted amount of time, you will unlock the door, and yeah, pretty self-explanatory after that. Now, once you get in here, there is a crate, and there's an ID tag. I'm not going after any of those collectibles or anything. Unfortunately, that was all I could find. Maybe I missed something, I'm not sure, but there are just some rooms, unfortunately, that are dead ends. Obviously, the collectibles aren't, you know, worthless if you're going after those achievements, but other than, you know, achievements, the collectibles are essentially not important. I'm going to take this opportunity to save the game because, lucky for us, we are about to encounter our first xenomorph, and so you might want to save because it did in fact kill me. I did get killed once during this section because I was not quiet enough. Once the alien is in the vicinity, you can't really afford to sprint. You can hardly afford to walk normally. You pretty much just gotta crawl, or not crawl, but crouch. But anyway, after you save, after you're done with that whole area, you're gonna come over to this door and once again use the security tuner, open her up, and once you get in here, there's going to be a computer that you need to approach to continue along with the story. Before doing that, make sure you just scavenge this room, because if you scavenge this room before activating the computer, then you'll be fine. There's no need to worry about the alien, but as soon as you approach that computer, that's when things are going to get dangerous. So once you determine that everything is clear, go ahead and start the computer. Alright, so after that, the alien will walk away. And that was just, that scene is so freaky when you can hear the alien's tail just dragging along that metal floor. It's just terrifying. But anyway, the alien will go up into the vents, and once that happens, notice now how I am crouched and I am moving very slowly. Once the alien, now that the alien is out, now that the alien has revealed itself, you really cannot sprint unless you know that the area does not have an alien. For example, in the next level, the alien does not appear, and so, or at least until the very end, I think. And so I knew I could sprint during certain areas, but when you're unsure, you usually do not want to sprint. And so notice again, now I'm not crouched, I am standing up straight, but I'm not sprinting. I'm just moving at a regular pace. Because honestly, on Nightmare difficulty, the alien is incredibly fast and it is a one-hit kill. There's no getting around that. So if the alien even comes out, either you better be right near a hiding spot or you're gonna die. And that's just kind of how it works. And now what we're doing is we are returning to this giant room with the elevator in it. So remember, the elevator, we couldn't go up because we needed this security tuner. And so now that we have the security tuner, of course, we can go catch the elevator to seek some communication. So when you get in here, you're going to want to be careful because the alien is actually in here and it's killing all of the people that were originally in here. So watch this. If you want, you can get a nice little viewpoint behind this fence here and you can just watch the alien rip these people to shreds. It's actually pretty cool to watch this guy without having to worry about your own health. But you still do have to be careful, because after the alien is done killing all those guys, he can easily come up and take you out. So go ahead and just go ahead and have fun. Watch this unfold. And now what you're going to want to do, as soon as the alien kills that last person, you're going to want to duck into this corner here and just sit still. The alien is going to go up the stairs. He'll either go up these stairs or he'll go up the stairs on the opposite side of the room, or he'll just hop right into a vent. But the point is, you want to make sure the alien hops into a vent. Once the alien hops into the vent, you're going to make your way towards the elevator. But of course, like I said, do not sprint. Simply walk slowly to the elevator. Once you get there, use the security tuner. Get in, press the button as fast as you can, and I will see you then in chapter or mission 4. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you get the chance. Good luck doing the security tuner, knowing there is an alien nearby. And once you get it open, you should be good to run. All right, guys. See you later.